All right. This is Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake. What is up, everybody? How are you doing tonight? I've been having some microphone issues that I was trying to resolve before going live here. So if one of you could let me know, how am I sounding right now? And yes, Chris, I definitely remember that beer from Texas. I definitely remember that. Wicked Network, how you doing tonight? Yeah, definitely remember that. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But can you all hear me? That is a big, big question right now. Good, Kevin. Thank you so much. Wicked Network, drink a few of them. But let's get into it. We'll get to that stuff in a little bit. We got a lot to cover tonight before we dive into some other stuff. So first of all, welcome to OGP's DVDs. What the hell am I talking about? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm getting a little confused over here because I did want to mention I've got the new channel, OGP's Movie Reviews, that have a link down below for, and hopefully if you haven't subscribed, if you want to see me do some movie reviews, you can subscribe to that channel that I got up there in the corner. That's where I'm going to be putting all my movie reviews from here on out. So this channel will stay the same. All the content, Monday live streams, out and abouts on Wednesdays and Saturday. And I got a fun out and about coming for you Wednesday, something I'm going to go do tomorrow night with Wet Movie 1. So that will be a lot of fun. That video will be up Wednesday for you to check out. So everything on this channel is going to stay the same, but OGP's Movie Reviews over there will be a channel where you can check out just my movie reviews. That's all that will be on that channel. My thoughts on movies that I watch. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into it. It is Monday, June 20th, it's 5:04 now on the West Coast of the United States of America. That means it is time for OGP's Live Movie News. And this week, a couple big ones hitting the theaters, one of which being the Elvis movie that opens up on Friday, starring Tom Hanks and Austin Butler, who plays Elvis. That opens Friday, so we'll probably be able to go Thursday. A lot of folks have been looking forward to that for a while. It actually looks really good, so I am looking forward to checking that out. Elvis being such a legend, there's been a lot of different movies and things done about him, like docuseries and TV shows and stuff, but that's definitely it looks good. It looks good. Definitely looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully it's a really good take on the life of Elvis Presley. Then, oh, look at that. I didn't even put up. We got a little banner here. I forgot that. Sorry. I was away last week. I was out on the road trip in Texas, which many of you joined me for that live stream there. Wink, wink. And so it's been about 2 weeks since I've been in the chair here going live. So forgive me. Let me get back in the routine here a little bit. But in addition to Elvis, yeah, we've got the Black Phone opens up. And the cool thing about that is the video that I'll be putting out Wednesday will be my adventure tomorrow with Wet Movie 1, where we're going to go to an advanced screening of the Black Phone over like in the Hollywood area. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be able to give you my thoughts on the Black Phone movie and also be a little fun, little out and about video with myself and Wet Movie 1 tomorrow will be the adventure. Wednesday, the video will come out. And then also we've got the 35th anniversary, like a re-release of this G.I. Joe cartoon movie from the 80s. And I remember this, looking at the trailer of it. I remember when this came out. And it's kind of cool that they're bringing it back and putting it in theaters, because I don't even know if it got a theatrical run back then when it came out. Maybe it's just been so long. But it's kind of cool. And I don't know, if I have some time, it would be kind of fun to go see that in the theaters. But I don't know. But I've looked, and it is going to be only at like a limited number of theaters. Now, around me, within like 30, 40 miles of me, it's in a handful of theaters, but I will have to drive kind of far. So if you are thinking about going and seeing G.I. Joe, I would definitely look ahead. Don't just roll down to your theater, because it very well may not be at your theater. So keep that in mind. And I didn't mention, if y'all wouldn't mind, if you haven't yet, hit the thumbs up button, and make sure you're subscribed and hitting the bell so you get all the notifications. You'll want to see that video Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you'll get the notification when it pops up if you are subscribed and have hit the bell. So if you would do that, that would be very, very cool. And then jumping into physical media for this week, and I'll get back into your comments. I saw a bunch of them pop up there. But into physical media, the big one this week of the newer movies is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. The Nick Cage movie is coming out on 4K and Blu-ray. And I have yet to see that movie. It was one I wanted to see in theaters, but it wasn't super high priority. And between Doctor Strange and Top Gun and the other movies I have seen in theaters this year, I just didn't really have time for it to see it in theaters. But it's one I'm excited to grab a copy of on physical media here now. So you're going to be able to get just a straight 4K copy or a Blu-ray copy anywhere. But Best Buy, Walmart, and Target have limited editions of it. So the that picture right there, that's just what like the 4K will look like. But if you go to Best Buy, they're going to have, now it doesn't say on their website that this is a steelbook, but the picture is basically displayed like their steelbook. So I'm guessing, because this is $35 and the picture looks like the steelbook. So I'm guessing, because of the price being the same as pretty much most of their steelbooks, I'm guessing that is a steelbook release right there from Best Buy. And it's kind of cool looking artwork, right? So wouldn't mind having that, $35. But then Walmart, again, it's not a 4K release, but a Blu-ray limited edition, just like they did with the Batman, where their limited wasn't the 4K, which is frustrating to me. I don't know that with this movie I need a t-shirt. It's probably not fitting my fat ass anyways. But Walmart has, you can get the 4K at Walmart for $33, or you can get this bundle here for $25, where you get a t-shirt and the Blu-ray. I love this gift set, collectibles, whatever. I love that more than I love the Best Buy 4K steelbook box, but I don't want it on Blu-ray. It's kind of disappointing. And then Target has a limited edition, and I don't have a picture of it here, but Target has its limited edition artwork. And was it even, I think it was 4K, but no. The Target limited edition was also only Blu-ray, and it was $23. But so Best Buy, the steelbook is $35, the regular 4K is $30. Walmart, the regular 4K is $33. Their limited's $25. Target's limited is $23. So for me, possibly out of all those, I would probably go with the Best Buy steelbook for $35. That's what I'm thinking. But to each their own, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm throwing out so you can kind of decide if that's a movie you're interested, which route you want to go. Also, this week we're getting a Criterion release, 4K of the 1971 classic Shaft. Best Buy and Amazon, you can get that for $30. Walmart or Target's going to be $50. So you definitely want to either order it on Amazon or go to Best Buy. The Bad Guys, the animated film, came out earlier this year. Getting a 4K release. Best Buy $30. Walmart, Target, and Amazon $28 if you're interested in The Bad Guys. Then we've got Uncle Sam, I Want You Dead. This is a 1996 movie with a pretty fun cast. You've got PJ Souls, Isaac Hayes, and Robert Forrester, who played in Breaking Bad. He was like the guy that, and then he was in El Camino also, the guy that if you needed to like leave your life and establish a new life, but you could never go back, he was that contact. I think he passed away just a couple of years ago. But from 1996, Uncle Sam on 4K. Walmart is $37, and MVD, because it's a Blue Underground release, MVD has it for $50. I couldn't find it at Best Buy or Target. Maybe it just wasn't on their site when I was looking. But if you're interested in that, Walmart is probably where I would go first if you want it on 4K. And then Edge of Sanity getting an Arrow Video Blu-ray release. It's a 1989 movie starring Anthony Perkins. Best Buy is $28. Walmart has it for $21. Target has it for $29, and Amazon has it for $20. So Walmart or Amazon, the way to go if you're looking for Anthony Perkins in the Edge of Sanity there. So we're going to jump over here to page 2. Before we get in, there's a lot of fun TV shows I want to talk about. Let me back up and say hello to some of you folks here. Oh, Fluffy says Mike is good. Thanks, Fluff. Wicked Network, how much of the blood honey did you drink? I got to make a note about something here. Okay. All right. Duly noted. Your question has been duly noted. Chris Elliott, yes, all you. Thank you very much. Daniel Castlebon, how you doing tonight, Daniel? What's up? Thank you for being here. Wicked Network says, what's up to Fluff? So this channel, anything goes. 100% anything goes over here. Yep. Except for movie reviews. That'll be on the new channel there. 7:04 Central. Oh, yeah. No. So, man, I'm behind. I'm about 9 minutes behind. BN Chili, what's up? The trip was amazing. Definitely amazing. We'll talk about that a little bit more once we get through the news here, kind of tell you. I know the video's out there. If you haven't seen it yet, it's already posted on the channel. But we'll kind of talk about it, recap some of it, and you can shoot questions out if you have them. Baseball and beer and nachos. No, baseball and beer and nachos are amazing, especially when you have smoked brisket. Fluffy. No, I remember that. I remember all that. This guy over here. Thoughts on Rob Zombie's The Monster movie trailer? I was a little concerned, maybe even not a little. I was a lot concerned when they cast Sherry Moon Zombie. And after seeing the trailer, I am very, very concerned because her acting was atrocious in that trailer. And so you could tell what Rob Zombie did. He was in that trailer. He was trying to copy the original opening sequence of the show from, back in the day, where they all kind of walk out. If you remember the show at all, they walk out and kind of get introduced. And they didn't have Eddie Munster come out, which was kind of interesting. But anyways, it's just the three of them. But I didn't like it at all. I thought their acting was horrible. Like in the original one, she comes out and she's like looking around, and then it's like, oh yeah, okay, I got to go that way. Sherry Moon Zombie's like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Okay, I'll go over here. It was so bad. I love Rob Zombie movies, and I even, his Halloween 2, but I like most of his movies, even 31 and Lords of Salem. But this one's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough sell, especially being, not rated R. Jammin' Music Man, what is going on? Jammin' Music Man, how you doing tonight? Come on, peeps, hit that like button. Yeah, please do. If you haven't already, hit the big old thumbs up there. What? You talking about Shaft? Talking about Shaft? We talking about Shaft? Yeah. Wicked Network. Shh. Be very, very quiet, Wicked Network. You watch Animal Kingdom. First 2 episodes are pretty good. I do have Animal Kingdom coming up to talk about in the TV show section of a portion of the video here tonight. In just a minute, we will be talking about Animal Kingdom. Yep. Saw the vid. The nachos look tasty. Yeah, right. They were so good. Bruce Wayne, what's up? What's going on? Appreciate you being here. J.R. Smith, did I see Ray Liotta? Yes, saw Ray Liotta passed away. It's very sad. In the grand scheme of things, he died too young. I don't know what type of life he lived. If he lived a hard life, I don't know about his family. If they had medical conditions that may have been hereditary that led to something with him, but definitely he died too young. A lot of his constituents or his folks, the other actors that he's been in films with have lived a lot longer. So it's very sad to see Ray Liotta pass. And he wasn't a spring chicken by any means, but still way too young to pass away. So it's very sad. Such a great actor. So many great movies that he did, which I think, pretty much we're all going to remember him for Goodfellas, maybe number one of all of them. But I loved him in Hannibal, at the end when he's alive and Hannibal's like cutting off pieces of his brain and stuff. It was amazing. So, anyways, it was very sad for him passing. It's been 2 weeks already. Yeah, no, it has. Yeah, he passed away a while ago. The Mayans finale was so good. Roger, how you doing tonight? Yes, we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. And Wicked Network, did your brother finish getting set up already? Yeah, you know what? And we will dive into that when I do talk about the road trip more. Yeah, in fact, I believe because his job, he transferred from San Diego out there, and I believe today was his first day on his new job. Things are going well for him and his family out there now. Yeah. So Don Harrison, yeah, we are live, baby. We are live. So now that we're caught up on the comments for a minute, let us dive back into the news. And with that being said, there are some amazing. I left Don up there. I love Don up there, Roger. Oh, he good in Field of Dreams. No, right. I mean, no. Ray Liotta was amazing in so many different films. So many. But yeah, no, Field of Dreams is a great one. Look at Cinestalker in the house. What up? No, Cinestalker, we definitely one of these days, if we're ever like on the way to the East Coast or something like that, we're gonna have to try and stop off over there in Texas and grab some brisket nachos. They were amazing. Michael McNally, what's up? Jammin' Music Man, do you own a region-free Blu-ray player? I do now. Yes. Here come the bots. Let me block them out there. Okay, and so, all right, before we get too far along, I do want to get back into talking about this. Forgive me. Like I said, I was off for a couple weeks because of being out there in Texas. So last week's was pre-recorded. Hopefully you still enjoyed that, and maybe there was a little takeaway from the news that helped you decide something to watch last week, even though it was a short one because it was pre-recorded because I was on the way to Texas. But talking about TV shows, I just last night watched the first 2 episodes of where'd it go? This right here, The Old Man with Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow. And I'm telling you, this has the potential to be my favorite TV show of all time. It is so good. And if you have not seen it yet, all I can tell you, I don't want to spoil it. Well, first of all, it's only going to be 7 episodes for this first season. If they do any more seasons, who knows if it will be longer or not, but they've signed on for a 7-episode first season. The first 2 episodes have been released, and it comes out when is it Thursday nights, or the new episodes are coming out on FX. I watched it on Hulu last night, but imagine Jeff Bridges. We all know Jeff Bridges as the dude, right? Imagine the dude is really laying low but he's actually like a Jason Bourne type character. That's what you get in this show, The Old Man. It's like looking at a 70-year-old Jason Bourne who is still a really, really badass human being and willing to do anything to cover his ass. So, I was blown away. I didn't know what to expect with that show, but it was so good. And if you have not seen The Old Man, you really, really need to do yourself a favor and check it out. It is so, so good. And I don't want to talk about it too much and spoil anything, but just know Jeff Bridges plays like basically an old Jason Bourne on the run from the government, used to work for the government. And John Lithgow's character is one of the guys in charge of finding him. But there's a big twist with it too. So it's very cool. I love the writing. First 2 episodes were brilliant. Then of course we got to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi and the adventure that this is. So the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan, I wasn't really sold. It was kind of like, oh, the nostalgia factor and everything was great, but the storyline was eh. Episode 3 got better. Episode 4 was great. And episode 5 was really good. So we have one more episode that we'll get this Wednesday. So if you're up at 3 a.m. on the East Coast or at midnight on the West Coast here on Wednesday morning, Tuesday night into Wednesday, you can check that out. But it will be out Wednesday, the final episode of Obi-Wan. And where we are in that series, and again, I don't want to really talk spoilers because I don't know who's caught up and who's not, but it has potential to be very good. It could also go sideways because we know that this takes place before A New Hope, before episode 4. So we know where we have to get to. Was the writing creative enough to make it exciting to get us there? So we shall see Wednesday on Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series finale. And then this one, I just started watching the first episode. I haven't got all the way through the first episode yet, but Dark Winds, I guess it's the first TV show produced totally on I think it's a Navajo Indian reservation out in New Mexico. And it's a story about these 2 cops. And I think they're dealing with what's going on the reservation and stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen a trailer and it looked good. And I started watching it, but it was just very, very late. We were on the road and we were in the hotel room that night. And I like started watching it and fell asleep. Not because it was boring, but just because I was tired. But it does definitely start off with a bang. And it's one that I'm looking forward to getting into. So if you've seen it, give me some thoughts. No spoilers, but thoughts on that, if you would. And then, yes, last night, Animal Kingdom came back. The final season, we got the first 2-episode, 2-hour premiere. And it is Animal Kingdom. It is going the direction I thought it was going to go. I had hoped for maybe a twist or something that I didn't expect, because basically what went on in these first 2 episodes, not every detail, but where the story's going is kind of what I expected. And they've been doing a whole lot of flashbacks to when Smurf was younger and when the boys were younger. And it is tying in with the story, with the current day storyline, but I hope there's a real good reason, like a real big payoff as to why, because we've already in previous seasons learned the history of Smurf and the boys and what happened. So now we're seeing what we've already heard. I just hope it's not redundant for no reason. I hope that in the rest of the season, there's a real good payoff in the flashback parts of the story there. But it's still Animal Kingdom, and it's still great. Love it, and I'll miss it when it's over. That's for sure. So did watch those. In fact, I watched those a little earlier today, just because last night I watched The Old Man, and I also watched The Northman last night, which I'll talk about here in a few minutes. But that was great. They were both, Animal Kingdom and The Old Man, both good watches. Definitely recommend them. And and I saw somebody mention there in the comments, Mayan season finale was very interesting, and there was a twist with it, and I won't get into full details just in case some of you haven't got to see the season finale yet. But we've known all along since this show started where it was going with the two brothers, and you saw the one brother who's like Mr. Goody Two Shoes really turn evil and dark because of what the club can do, or bike clubs in general can do to people. And so it got, it kind of went where I thought it was going to go. They did set it up and have a twist there at the end. And they left a nice little cliffhanger with a warehouse burning down. So definitely looking forward to next season. It was a fun season. Still probably the first season was my favorite of the Mayans so far. But this season we kind of got away from the cartel, but it looks like next season it's going to be maybe all about the cartel again. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting what happens moving forward. But definitely, if you haven't seen Mayans, it's definitely worth the watch. Definitely worth the watch. And then I just kind of wanted to mention quickly with UFC this weekend, this past Saturday, the fights were pretty dang good. There was some really good, brutal fights. If you missed them, you might look for it, and watch a replay. But next weekend's card, it's not the greatest card. There's no names. Unless you're like a diehard UFC fan, you're not going to probably know one name on the entire card. But there are some of these fighters have amazing records. There are some absolute studs going out there fighting this coming weekend. So if Saturday you're looking for something fun to do, as always, UFC is definitely a fun watch. And now we'll get back to some of the comments. Oh, and it looks like maybe a whole bunch of the comments here are the bots again. Damn bots. Okay, so trying to get caught up. The bots push me so far down. Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, Cinesarker says Whataburger can suck it because they suck. No, Whataburger, man. And I'll talk about Whataburger more when I get to talking about the road trip here in a minute. But man, I don't think I'll ever spend another $1 at Whataburger again. Just such a bad experience there. Such a bad experience. Yeah, no, bots definitely take no for an answer. Let's see. I totally forgot that it came out. We'll check it out on Hulu later. Yeah, no. The Old Man was so good. You totally got to check it out. Old Man looked awesome in previews. Where did you see it early? No. The Old Man just came out. It's every Thursday night. So I think this past Thursday, the first 2 episodes came out on FX, but you can watch them, get caught up on Hulu. Sorry, on Hulu. Watch them on Hulu there. King Kong. What about King Kong? What about King Kong? I don't know what about King Kong. Is it super violent? If we're talking about The Old Man, it's pretty violent. Compared to what I expected, it's on the level of Jason Bourne violence. So chase scenes and stuff like that. But if you liked Jason Bourne, if you like James Bond movies, it'll probably be right up your alley. Looks like a John Wick story. Not quite. He's not just killing everybody. He's just killing like the people that get in his way. Yeah. So watch the first episode of Obi-Wan, and that was it. Hey, yeah, no, after the first one and even the second one, I was like, oh man, this could be brutal. We might be in for another Boba Fett. But 3, 4, and 5 redeem it a little bit. It's no Mandalorian, but 3, 4, and 5, because of Darth Vader and other characters, it was pretty good. Hopefully it will conclude with a bang. What are we talking about? What show are we talking about there? You talking about Star Wars? We talking about The Old Man. What are we talking about, Don? What are we talking about, Don? Usually do the midnight thing for Obi and Miss Marvel, which is good as well. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched Miss Marvel at all yet, but if you're enjoying them, maybe I'll have to check that out. And Dark Winds is pretty good. Good, nice. Navajo series. I'll watch the first 2 episodes. It's cool. Nice. Yeah. Oh, okay. The what I saw of it, it looked good. I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of Dark Winds there. Yeah. Heard Miss Marvel pretty good. Haven't seen it. Yeah, me neither. Feel so cheap with all these sex bot around me. Yeah, I'm trying. I am trying to get them out of here, but it's been tough. Nocturnal, what's up? Craving some Revolver, Blood, and Honey. Yep. I'm making a list over here. Yep. Mr. Bones, what's up, Mr. Bones? Roger, I like when they focus more on the club than the cartel. Me too, 100%. And that's what, focusing on the cartel would be like making, a police TV show and then like focusing on the fire department. It's a biker show, not a cartel show. But I understand that they're working with the cartel, and I get where they're going. And finally, at the very end of this, which we all knew. To me, this is not really a surprise. But Galindo, they finally actually say it. We've known it, but Galindo is, whatever his name, Edward James Olmos' son in the show. He's actually, Edward James Olmos is actually his real father, and he finally says that at the end. So Galindo is all about killing the brothers, but now they've teased it that he's found out that they're his brothers. So we will see how that progresses next season. So very interesting there. Mr. Slipcover, what up? Bullet Blake in the house. Process moving. Otherwise, you jump in to discuss Elvis with you. I'm really looking forward to it. Bet you'll be there opening weekend. Been a diehard fan your whole life. Nice. Yeah, no, you know what? I love Elvis. Been to Graceland. I've watched so many different documentaries, biopics, things like that. There was like a limited, I don't remember how many parts it was. It was like a 6-part, like TV show that ran years and years ago. I think maybe even back in the 80s. That was so good. And so definitely looking forward to checking that out in the theaters. And so many people have been asking about that for so long. I think even Balzer's really been bugging me about that. But hey, man, thanks for the comment. Thanks for dropping in. But anytime, Mr. Slip, you want to jump on here, the invitation's out there. So, hey, did you bring the Blood and Honey with you? Mr. Bones, hang on, I got to make another note here. I did not bring the Blood and Honey home with me. No. I had to get on an airplane, and I don't think they would have been very cool with me bringing canned beer on an airplane. Why are you making a list? Geeked Out Turtles fan? That's classified information, but how you doing tonight, Geeked Out Turtles fan? It's classified. I'm making a list, and I'm making a list because of something that happened the other day, and there's something going on. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't really want to say anything, but I'll talk about why I'm making a list later in the show. But there's certain things that are being said that I'm trying to keep track of here that we're going to talk about a little bit later tonight. The Old Man is on demand for me, so I'll catch up tonight. Nice. Yeah, no, definitely got to catch up. The Old Man was brilliant. I cannot wait. I'm disappointed it's only 7 episodes, but I just, that's one of those where I'm going to be checking them out the night of. So, and hey, Blake, did you know, or did you see, I just learned today that Barnes & Noble is having a Kino sale where everything's 50% off right now on their Kino titles. And man, after Severin and son of a bitch, whatever the other sale we spent all that money on, Vinegar, I was trying to like not spend money until the Criterion sale, but man, There's some good looking titles for 50% off over at Barnes & Noble right now from Kino. So, man, has anybody else looked into that or dove into that? Man, I've been spending way too much money on physical media lately, but it's like damn addictive. Stuck on the Whataburger thing. We don't have them here, but here praises a lot. I'm a Culver's guy, but to each their own. I'm a Culver's guy too. No. My wife and I absolutely love Culver's. If we're driving by one, I mean, like, we have gone like way out of our way to go to Culver's just because we don't have Culver's here in California. But Culver's, man, the cheese curds, the butter burgers, the custard, oh my goodness, so good. And they always treat you right at Culver's. There's always good service. Where, yeah, Whataburger, I mean, their service is on par with Burger King. Major Reeves, remember that beer you're drinking, Blood and Honey? Love your videos. Well, I love you for being here. Thank you very much, Major Reeves. Cinestalker, definitely looking forward to watching Elvis also. Yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that out. And just a second here. All right, had to do something there. I have a dead Elvis tattoo, as a matter of fact. Oh, nice. That's badass. Blood and Honey. What was that zombie? Was that the zombie beer you had on the video? Blood and Honey was it was a beer that I had out in Texas on that live stream. Turtle fan, were you on that live stream out there in Texas when I was out in Texas? Nick B, have you ever seen the movie The Empty Man? I've seen The Hollow Man, but I don't know about The Empty Man. Don, your aunt has 2 tickets to see Elvis, New Haven, Connecticut, but passed away a week or so before the concert. See frame tickets. So your aunt like had tickets to see Elvis. Oh, but okay, I follow you now. I was like your aunt had tickets, but he passed away. I was thinking the movie, but she had tickets to see Elvis in concert. Wow. Oh, so she framed the tickets. Yeah, very cool. Coming in, almost 30 people in here and 8 likes. Yeah, no. Hey, everybody, I appreciate it if you'd hit the like, the thumbs up. Not being on last week, I knew the viewers were going to dip down this week from me kind of missing a week and stuff. But yeah, still 30 of you. It'd be cool if you guys would. Thanks for throwing that out there, Mr. Slip. I never buy from those sales because there's no guarantee for slips. Oh, and that makes a lot of sense. No, because I know, you're definitely all about the slips. Was made a joke about your beer on that video. Okay. She framed. Oh, yeah, got you. She framed them. Yep. Culver's has a great pot roast and a pot roast sandwich. I did not know that. I did not know. Hang on just a second. I got to write something down here. Okay. The Culver's, I did not know about the pot roast sandwich, but that's cool. I'll have to definitely check that out next time. So movie locations in Texas, I did not, because we were around the Dallas area, and there was a lot going on. I'll get into that in just a minute here about the road trip, but did not go to locations in Dallas. But I went to those. If you saw the video already, we went to a few locations in New Mexico. Went to Walter White's house. Went to Saul Goodman's office, and the car wash from Breaking Bad while we were out there. Yeah, the likes should match the viewers, and that's what I'm saying. If you guys would hit the thumbs up, that'd be really, really cool. Being chilly, but hopefully, usually for whatever reason, hour number 2, our viewers kind of skyrocket. So we'll see what happens. And that's why, maybe at some point I might go back to 6 o'clock on these, but the only problem with that is we're pushing the folks that we do get across the pond over in England and Ireland. We're pushing them way, way back here. It's very, very late at night. Culver's is a go anytime. For me, it definitely is. Yeah. Kino is gonna do a sale hopefully this month. Sometime better deals for sure over Barnes & Noble's. Okay. Yeah, and Barnes & Noble has some great prices right now on some things. A lot of movies for less than $10. So I'll probably spend a little money there, but I'm not going to spend too much because Criterion is coming up, and I've got some Criterion movies I definitely want to pick up. Brian Miller, Culver's are everywhere here in Michigan. They suck. Hey, and I respect that. Each place isn't for everybody. And up in Michigan, I know, like up in that part of the country, you have a lot of good options as far as going to get custard or cheese curds and things like that. So there's and who knows, regional management or whatever, how they are, but that's a bummer. I love them. Culver's everywhere I've been in Arizona, been to Culver's in like the Denver area. I want to say Nebraska. Been to Culver's in Minnesota. So I've been to a lot of different Culver's, and I've never had a bad experience. Never had one. Didn't you go to the restaurant too from Breaking Bad? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, we totally went to Los Pollos Hermanos. Yeah, no, good call on that, Don. Thank you very much. You have Culver's all over by me, and I love right on. Yeah, no, dude, I'm telling you, man, Culver's, absolutely love Culver's. Hour number 2, Skyrocks, OGP takes, I'm sure, dance on a pole. It's been known to happen. No promises tonight, but it's been known to happen. Going to be Culver's area soon. Guess you should try it. Hey, yeah, no, if you're moving near Culver's, I would give it a shot. And to me, like, I like their butter burgers because when you get the burger, so many places you go to, like a McDonald's or a Wendy's, you don't really taste the meat at all. It's just like you taste the ketchup, mustard, pickles, onions, all that stuff. You don't really taste the meat. Where Culver's, it's whatever they do with the beef and how, like butter, putting butter on it, whatever they do. The meat has kind of a little crispiness to it when it's cooked right, and love the way it tastes. It has actually some good flavor to it. Culver's isn't bad. All right. And Culver's is one of those restaurants that has been. I don't know if it's Restaurant Magazine or whatever that rates like the top fast food joints in the country, but Culver's has been up on top of that once or twice. So now I see Rob Zombie movies in the background. Yeah. No, so I got that. Also, oh no, that's not Rob Zombie. That's Snake Plissken up there. But yeah, and then Devil's Rejects up there. But those are autographed. That's why those are sitting out there. I wouldn't just put like Rob Zombie movies out if they weren't autographed. So those are there for a little bit of a reason. So anyways, now that we're kind of like through the movie news and stuff, I did like some topics I kind of wanted to throw out there. I am still and this man, Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake, I am still waiting on my Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm still waiting on Severin. Have you received Severin yet? I don't think really anybody has, but still waiting on my Vinegar Syndrome movies to show up. And that is like, I'm like, come on, like everybody that has a subscription has already got theirs. And so I'm like, what's the point of even doing a video when I get them? I still will, but it's just kind of frustrating. I'm like, dude, I gave these people this money like 22, 23 days ago now, whatever it was. And still haven't seen them. And I get it. They had 1 million orders and stuff. So a little frustrating, but got your VS package 4 days, man. And that was so quick. And I was like, man, after watching your video, I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait for these to show up. These movies need to get here. Especially after dropping like $400 on them. I'm definitely excited for them to show up. It's like certain places has better fries. I love the curly fries, Arby's and Hardee's. No, Arby's curly fries. And I don't remember who was like the first restaurant to ever come out with them, but Arby's is the first place I remember having curly fries. And then, yeah, Hardee's and Carl's Jr. Came out with their like crisp cut, like seasoned crisp cut fries that were like the curly fries, but sorry, stinking bots are back here. Anyways, yeah, no, Arby's and Hardee's / Carl's got some really tasty fries. Yeah. Brent Mania in the house. What's up, Brent Mania? Thanks so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. What's a movie that was cheesy but you enjoy? You know what? Right off the top of my head, I can tell you one that I just watched yesterday. Boy, and I'm drawing a blank. Was it? Oh my gosh. Give me a second on that. I watched another movie yesterday, and it's about like an airplane that they put rockets on. It's supposed to fly faster and higher than anyone else. It's like something Flight 1 or Starflight. Is it Starflight 1 or something like that? But I just watched it yesterday, and it was good. It was very entertaining. It was 2 hours long, so it was a little bit long, but it was one that I would love to see a remake of. And so it's not it was oh yeah Starflight 1. Yeah, Starflight 1. I don't think I can pull up a picture of it, but anyways, they make this airplane that's supposed to fly from the United States to Australia, and it ends up going into outer space, and so they have to send the space shuttle Columbia up there to help them out. And they're like, Columbia's landing, and then like 2 hours later, they're launching it again, and then it goes back down. And 2 hours later, they're launching it again. And like, if you knew anything about the way the space shuttles work, it takes months and months and months to get those shuttles airworthy again. And so for them relaunching it in 2 hours was hysterical. But Starflight 1, it was otherwise, if you could forgive the goofiness, because I think it was like 1981 or 83 or something. Maybe even older than that. But if you can forgive the goofiness, no, it had to have been in the 80s because of the space shuttles. But if you can forgive some of the goofiness with the sci-fi aspects that, the effects were so cheesy back then, it was a fun movie, and I would absolutely love for them to do a remake of that. Super cheesy, but enjoy it. Another cheesy movie that I absolutely love that I totally recommend you check out is New York Ninja. If you haven't yet, that movie was so much fun. It is beyond super cheesy, but it was just so much fun. But Brent Mania, thank you very much for that super chat. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Master Chaos been diving hard into the reviews. No, I know he has. And I'm seeing all these reviews, and I'm seeing everybody's videos opening their boxes and stuff. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, get that box here. I'm like dying to open that stuff. Let's see. Exactly. Some of the best chicken and potato wedges I have here from a gas station around the corner from me. Fried okra. Oh, fried okra. It might be kind of good. But no, it's funny how sometimes like some of the best barbecue places in Texas or Oklahoma, even Kansas, are like in these roadside stands or shacks, or even in Louisiana, some of the best Cajun food are just these roadside like shacks that you just pull over and get them, and just amazing food in those, man. So forgive me, these bots are like out in like super force right now. I'm trying to knock down here. No VS and no Severin. Oh, so you don't have either yet, huh? Yeah, me neither. You should get one of your friends like Fluffy to monitor your lives. They can boot these idiot bots. No, so Fluffy, Cinestalker, Wet Movie One, they're all able, if they jump on, to bump the bots. And I sent them all invites, but I'm not sure where they are. But the invites for my videos, it's not nothing that they have to be here like right at the beginning. Sometimes they jump on later or whatever. So if they're available, and they're there. But Cinestalker, a lot of times when he jumps on, he's on his cell phone, so it's not as easy for him. I'm Fluffy as well, but it's not that easy when you're on your cell phone to boot the bots. But I'm doing the best I can. Do you have any future plans to watch and review a movie with Fluffy? So there's news on Fluff, and I talked to him about it before. And so we'll dive into this for just a second here before we jump into some more comments. So there was a couple weeks ago, there were some comments popping up some of you guys were thinking there was like something going on between me and Fluff or something. And the reality of it is that Fluffy had gotten sick and he ended up in the hospital, and he spent a few days there. He's better. He's out of the hospital, back doing his thing again. But there was videos I was going to be doing and stuff that I had to kind of pump the brakes on. And, you know, I went down to see Fluff one night, and, you know, when he was there in the hospital. But in order to like improve Fluffy's health and stuff, he has stopped drinking. So from here moving forward, we won't be doing drunk movie reviews anymore, because Fluff is living a sober life now. And I'm very proud of him and happy for him doing that. That's not easy to do, as we all know. You know, you taste the ice cold beer, it's so good. But, you know, in order to get him into a little bit better health, he's stopped drinking. He's eating a little bit healthier and listening to the doctors. And that's all hard things to do. So real proud of him that he is doing that. And so when he does come around, nope, no more drinking here. You know, I love Fluff and known him since we were both 15 years old. And so we can have a lot of fun together doing things without drinking. So we won't be drinking, won't be doing drunk movie reviews. But I don't know exactly when. Fluffy and I talked. There was the chance he was going to come up like tonight to maybe possibly go with Wet Movie 1 and I tomorrow. But it's a limited engagement, and I don't know if he was able to grab a ticket or not for that. But definitely plan on seeing Fluff sooner than later and doing some movie reviews. So there will be on that channel from time to time, you might see reviews with me and Fluff, or other people, Cinestalker, Web Movie 1, Fat Samurai Guy. You never know who I'm going to be doing reviews with that, you know, on that channel with. So just want to mention that I didn't want to talk about it last week on the stream or when it was happening, because, you know, I was like, you know, I told Fluff I didn't want to mention anything publicly, and he's like, I don't care. So I was like, okay, you know what, now that the questions are coming up, just thought I would address it real quick. Brent Mania, thank you for the second super chat here. Really appreciate that. Have you ever tried Stone Cold's beer Broken? No. You know, and I go into places like Bevmo or Total Wine and More, and they have so many, like, they have like an Iron Maiden beer, they have like a Megadeth beer, they have all these different like cool beers, and I just haven't gotten around to trying them all. But maybe like Stone Cold, that's one that would be cool for me to kind of check out with the Cinestalker one night. It sounds, you know, I love checking out like when they come out, you know, with either you know, beers that, you know, the band or, you know, the wrestler, the actor, whoever it is, they're not out there brewing the beer, but for them to put their name on it is pretty cool. And I love keeping like the bottles, like the souvenir bottles and stuff. So I have not tried that yet, but I'm definitely going to have to put that on the list to check it out. Let's see here. Here to hang with your boy, Mr. Bones at OGP. What up? What up, Hobbs Horror? How you doing? Yeah, no, sorry, everybody. Again, last week I was on the road, so I couldn't be live, so I had to do the pre-record. I hate doing that. You know, it's just, you don't get the interacting and the vibe, and it's just not as fun. Just hanging out and chatting with you guys is what makes this Monday video so much fun. I could come on every week and just talk about the news, you know, or what's coming out this week or whatever, and go away. But, you know, I love sitting here. 2 weeks ago, I think we went 5.5 hours. So, you know, hey, I'm down to hang out, you know, as long as we've got something to talk about. So, no, thank you very much for being here, Hobbs Horror. Appreciate that. Ender Cole, do you remember that TV movie back in the day? The Day After scared us all back then. You know, it's funny. Where did I see that? Is that one that's on the sale somewhere right now? Is that on that Kino sale? I think that might have been on the Kino sale there on Barnes and Noble right now. But yeah, no, The Day After that, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I remember right, came out in the 80s, and no, definitely You think about movies like where, you know, any type of apocalyptic event, whether it's nuclear war or asteroids or whatever, they really do put in perspective how fragile life is and how quickly it all could end, you know, if we're not careful. Did the movie Starflight 1 have Lee Majors and Barney Miller? I think yes. I believe it was them. Yeah, and it was like, oh, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, no, Lee Majors 100%. Barney Miller, if it's the guy who I'm thinking of, then yes. But Starflight 1, it was entertaining all the way through, but it was like super cheesy just because of the effects. Like when they're out in outer space, parts of it kind of look like cartoon space shuttle flying by, and you know, and stuff. But yeah, it just it was a fun movie, and I would absolutely love to see a remake of that. Broken Skull Beer, definitely have to look for that one. Sorry to hear about Fluffy. He's doing better. Glad he's doing better. Yeah, no, he is. He's doing a lot better. He's eating healthy. He's feeling better. He's actually, you know, really starting to feel better and stuff. So hopefully he'll get a video up on his channel here really soon. I know he's been out. He has been out hitting some thrift stores and stuff. So, but I don't know what he has in the way of video, if he's done anything like that anytime soon. But no, you know what, Indra, that's, you know, that's what friends do. You know, you go, you know, you try to be there, support your friends. That's what you do. So, you know, it was, to me, I look at it as kind of like, you know, selfish for me, like, you know, wanting to go down there and be with Fluff in case, you know, something really, really bad happened. I want to, you know, go see him. But you know, definitely, you know, when your friends are in need, you know, you got to try and do what you can for them. Praying for Fluff, nothing but the best for him and his family. No, totally, 100%. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of times he's here reading along with the comments and hanging out. So I'm sure he's seeing these, even if he's not here right now. He usually goes back and watches later. So I'm sure he'll love the love you guys are shooting out here for him. Definitely health before everything else. Yes, 100%, Don, 100%. Yep. Man, I give Fluffy grief and fun, but sad to hear health issues. Yet no, you know, and that's there's a reason he's the Fluffy gamer, because he knows he's a big boy, and you know, and being that big, it takes a toll on your body, and so hopefully he is. Just saw a comment that I'm gonna get to here in just a second, made me laugh. I'm not laughing at Fluff, but yeah, no, we're all glad that he's doing better, all of us. Yeah, definitely. And you know, and the road he's on, been sober for like 2 weeks now, and he is he's gonna be getting healthier and healthier and healthier. So you watch Wrong Side of the Tracks. Oh man. So yeah, that I'm sorry you had to suffer through Wrong Side of the Tracks. And I wouldn't recommend you know, the Dustin Ferguson movies. Little tough to get through, but that was, I was approached by that guy John Ward to play in, you know, in that commercial, and Marty, whatever the character's name was, but and then so I also reprise that character from that commercial in the movie, well, the short film Xmas 2, which I got a copy of over here, but that's not the greatest either. But hey, you know, it's fun being in movies and stuff. But that's hilarious that you saw that. Yeah, no, that was definitely one of those movies that, you know, you don't really see me talking about a lot, but you know, being in movies is fun. So yeah, Hobbs Horror, we all love Fluff. No, 100%. Yep. Brian's free digital codes. That record shop cocktail bar Danny was at was highly impressive. I wish they had something like that here by where I live. But I'll be down there sooner than later with Cinestalker, partying it up. After seeing that, he messaged me, I think like when he was still there, and he's like, dude, this place is cool. And I was like, yeah, man, I cannot wait to get down there and check that out with him. So one of these days, we'll get over there and party it up down there at that place. Danny and I will. How do you, Danny, Fluffy, all become friends? Razor Ramen, what's up? So Fluffy and I met at our first job that we ever worked at when we were 15 years old. We got a job at Taco Bell, and Fluff and I were friends for a long, long time before he started following Danny on YouTube. And then I think he followed Cinestalker. Then he found like What Movie One and Cool Dude, but in which order I don't remember. Fluff could tell you. But then he like started commenting and talking to them and stuff. And then he, like I met them through him because he was like, oh, let's go hang out with these guys. And so I was like, okay, all right, yeah, cool, let's go. And the rest is history. So yeah, no, very, very fortunate. If YouTube didn't exist, would have never met them. What Movie One, Cool Dude, or Cinestalker. So many folks. What a Fat Samurai guy who actually lives pretty close to me. But thank God for YouTube here and introducing me to some really, really cool people. Indrid, watch all you guys could remind me of our little crew. Nice. Do you? So forgive me, and I joke about this with the rest of the crew here, with the rest of the Wet Movie One crew, whatever you want to call it. I'm a pretty busy guy. So I don't watch as much YouTube as I make YouTube videos. And so forgive me for not knowing, Indrid, but you got a channel that I should check out? Anything like, you got anything to promote, anything I should be watching? That's I guess what I'm trying to get at there. But I just like, even there's times where Wet Movie One will mention something about something that happened in his videos, and I'll be like, yeah, I didn't see that. He's like, oh yeah, that's right, asshole. You don't watch my videos. And I'm like, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. I don't watch too many videos just because I have not too much time, and when I do, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go look on the people that I'm subscribed to, and then just start going down the list, see who's got new videos, and start clicking on them from there. But usually it's at the end of the day when I'm winding down and stuff, because in between trying to do videos here, and I enjoy watching movies, so trying to do those so I can have reviews and things to talk about and stuff. And when you spend all this money on these movies here, you got to watch them at some point. But in addition to all that, yeah, having a wife and kids and, a lot going on in life, it doesn't allow too much time sometimes for watching YouTube videos. So forgive me, but if any of you ever have channels or anything or videos you want me to check out or you want to mention here, throw up the links right there and let us know. We'll all check it out. And that's what, the fun thing about doing this is, sometimes get a lot of viewers, sometimes, like we're hovering around 33, and I knew we were going to dip after anytime things change. Like last week, not being live, I knew this week was going to be a rough one. So anytime you're not hitting the algorithms just right on YouTube, any little tweak, if you miss a show or something like that, it definitely impacts, your viewership. But anyways, no, the cool thing is that, we're all homies and we've got nothing but love for each other, and anything we can do to support each other out there, definitely be all about. Your best friend and you also kind of met at Taco Bell, would come to the drive-through, and my boy's taking orders, and the rest is history. Oh, that's funny, Don. That is hilarious. Yeah. No, so it's funny because, Fluffy and I are both Phils. We're both named Phil. And the lady at Taco Bell hired both of us, and we started on the same day. We're like, are you seriously going to hire two Phils on the same day? Like, you're just made your job, kind of tough there. just like talking movies. Okay, busy with work as well. Tuning you guys at the end of the day with the Culver's back. Nice. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh man, one of these days, hopefully Culver's will make their way out to California. But nope, there's none out here. The closest one is Lake Havasu, which is like 4 hours away. So I'm not going to, I can't go to that like, regularly. Joe, still in Dallas? No, I am back at home here in my little version of the dojo, not to steal Samurai's glory or namesake there, but I don't know. I don't know what to call the room here, but back in my movie room here. So we'll kind of talk about my road trip now and kind of fill you in on what and why. And so that road trip, I had gotten, to start, I got a call from my brother 2 or 3 weeks before the road trip. And he had said that he got a transfer at work. He looked, no, Balzer, no, 100%. Man, I was waiting for that comment, Balzer. There we go. And so I get the comment. I'm sorry. I just Balzer's comment here got me laughing. So I got a call from my brother about 2 or 3 weeks before the road trip, and he told me that he had asked for a transfer at work to Texas, and he lived in San Diego. And so, Blake, thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, I'll shoot the link out. And anytime you can make it, man, yeah, definitely. Love to get on and talk, where we're not, 100% dedicated to Severn or dedicated to a specific topic. Just kind of talk movies with you sometime would be badass. But thanks for dropping in, bro. Take it easy. Have a week. See you, man. We will see you soon. Okay. And that is how we connected. I'm Don, and boy is Don. Oh, that's funny. So both of you guys are Don. Nice. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. So my brother's like, yeah, I'm getting a transfer to Texas, and I'd been knowing for a while that he wanted out of California to get away from the high taxes, the crime, the craziness. Living in California is not easy. It is a very expensive, very demanding state. And it's funny, like I leave California on that road trip, and then when I got back, I get back on the freeway, and immediately it's like road rage, people cutting each other off, and like it's like, oh, you wanna somebody's going slow, so you want to get around them. Nope, they speed up, or like somebody just wants over, and so then it's just. People have no common courtesy out here in general in California. And I don't see it in other states. It happens everywhere. I get it. I'm sure everybody has stories of, road rage incidents or whatever. But California, it's hard to drive anywhere without somebody on the road just being a complete dick. It just happens all the time. And so California, it's just a tough place to live. So my brother wanted to get out of California, and his house payment is $1,000 less. He's saving probably, between like him and his wife, they're saving like probably $1,000 a month in state taxes, because Texas don't have a state tax. Gas was literally $1.70 cheaper per gallon in Texas. $1.70 cheaper. It was like $4.60. And out here is like $6.29. It's insane how expensive California is. So they're saving a lot of money, and they're making the same money out there. So I'm really happy for him, his family, and I'm sure they're going to be just fine out there. But he told me, about 3 weeks before the road trip, like, hey, I got a transfer, I'm going to be moving to Texas. And I'm like, wow, that was quick. Then I don't know, at some point between then and the time we left, he called me and he's like, hey, so, I got a moving company. They're taking the stuff, but I got to get the cars out there and stuff. So you want to go for a road trip and I'll fly you back. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. So the movers came, picked up all his stuff, took it out to Texas. And then he had to drive out there to get his pickup truck out to Texas. So, just to have company on the road. So he wasn't making that ride by himself. And to have a little fun, I went with him. So we left pretty early in the morning, drove out of California into Arizona, where it was hot as like balls. It was insane how hot it was in Arizona. And we stopped at Culver's for lunch in Arizona in the Phoenix area. And then the GPS had us going up by Flagstaff and then out the 40. And so there wasn't too much to see or film out that way. So there's not much of my video about that. But once we got to Albuquerque, we went, checked into a hotel, and then went over to Los Pollos Hermanos. Elika, I do remember the beer from Texas. It was a tasty beer. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. I got you. Oh, I don't point at you there. I got you. You're good. But we're keeping this on the DL. And so we're just making sure that that we're just, I'll explain later. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I do remember that beer from Texas. So back to the story. So we left Arizona, got to Albuquerque, New Mexico, checked into the hotel. We went over to Los Pollos Hermanos. It was getting kind of dark. So it was 8 and they, that place, it's called Twister's, the actual restaurant that's there now. They closed at 8. So we were there just after they closed. And so we didn't get to go inside, which would have been really cool. But I did get that good video outside of it, walking around, checking the place out. It was a lot of fun to be there. And now I have been to Albuquerque before and went to a bunch of those filming locations already years ago, but I just didn't do a video. It was like on a family trip, and I took pictures, posted some stuff on Facebook, but didn't do a video about it. So we checked that out. Then we went over to like Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner, went to the hotel, got up the next morning. Before we left town, we went over to the car wash, went to Walter White's house, and went to Saul Goodman's office before we hit the road, headed out of town. And so it was a lot of fun. I had seen all those places before. My brother had not. But there's a website that has like over 200 different filming locations from the Albuquerque area, from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I could have spent days there going around to different filming locations, having a blast. But we had to get on the road because we had to get to Texas before the movers did. And so we get back on the road and drive into Texas. And then we stopped at the Cadillac Ranch, which is a place I'd heard of but never been to before. I'd driven by it a few times and never known. Because it's kind of by the freeway, but it's off the freeway a little bit. And if you're not looking over there, you can miss it easily. But the Cadillac Ranch was pretty fun. All the Cadillacs stuck into the ground, and you can just buy spray paint and paint them. And it's probably bad for the environment, but it's a pretty fun place. And you think about the fact that it's been there since 1974. Think about all the different layers of paint that are on there, or how many different people spray painted, I heart so-and-so or whatever, they put their messages that are like encased in layers of paint forever and ever and ever. So it was really cool to go check it out. Especially, 2 years from now, it's going to be 50 years old. So, it was really cool to check that out. It looks like we got the Fluffy Gamer's trying to jump in, but he's maybe internet is struggling. Let's see here. Hang on just a sec. Yep. Nope. Looks like he's trying to jump on, but just internet is not cooperating. He's probably over by Book Off again, and the internet over there stinks. So then after we left, and this is where we're going to talk about Whataburger here in just a minute. We will have the Whataburger conversation, because after we left Cadillac Ranch, which is like right outside of Amarillo, Texas, we went into Amarillo and it was like, we got gas, and because from there, like down to Dallas, we didn't want to stop. Just wanted to fly the rest of the way. And so, my brother's like, well, what do you want to get to eat? And something about my brother, he eats very healthy. And so he doesn't like to go to like fast food places. You are a good friend to Brandon. Good friend to Brandon. Michael, are you talking Brendan? You talking Wet Movie 1? I know some Brandons too. I know some Brandons. I like to root for Alaska. Brandon, right? But I think you're talking about Brendan, maybe. But anyways, so we go into Amarillo, and I'm looking around and like, well, my brother's like, he's like, saying he wasn't really hungry. So he's like, go pick wherever you want. So I was like, well, if you're not going to eat, then let's just go to Whataburger now. And so we go, and he's like, well, we're going to Whataburger, because he'd never had Whataburger. He's like, I'll try it. And so we go to the Whataburger, get in line. We're sitting there. And then the drive-thru, a car pulled up behind us. So we couldn't back out. And we're like trapped in the drive-thru line. It took us like 35 minutes to get through that drive-thru line. We wanted something quick, in and out, get back on the road. 35 minutes of our life. And we're trapped in there. And we get up to the speaker, and the girl at the speaker says, sorry, our soda machines are down. Don't have drinks. Like, wonderful. Now we get to stop somewhere else to get something to drink. That's perfect. So already it took a while to get to the speaker, and then she's telling me that the drinks are down. Oh yeah, What Movie 1? Yeah, no, it's all good. Hey, I love him, and me and What Movie 1 are gonna be hanging out tomorrow night, going to a movie premiere. It's gonna be blessed. So we're in the drive-thru line. And then so finally I placed my order, and my brother is like so pissed at this point. He's like, not ordering anything. Don't want to spend any money here. I'm good. I just want to get on the road. And I'm like, I get it. If we could have got out of that line, I was telling him, because he has a pickup truck. It's lifted. I was like, dude, drive over the curb. Let's get the hell out of here. He wouldn't do it. So then I order. And if you know anything about me, I hate mustard. I do not like mustard at all. And so I requested my burger special, and she repeated it special, and it was on the receipt special, but they made it and they put mustard. They didn't put ketchup on it. They didn't put no pickles. They put nothing, but they put mustard on it. And so I couldn't eat it because I absolutely hate mustard. And you can't even like peel the one bun off and fold it in half like a taco, because you just smell of mustard like makes me lose my appetite. So we get up to the window now, and it just took forever. And the first, they hand us the wrong bag. It's this gigantic bag of food, and we're like, this can't be ours. We had one burger and one fries. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she goes away. Like 5 minutes later, we're like, how long does it take to cook one burger and one fries? And so then she comes back, gives us the food. We drive off, and we get down the road, and I'm eating the fries, and they're like McDonald's fries, but they're like burnt. And we're driving down the road, and then I go to open up the burger, mustard on it. And now we're like in the sticks. We left Albuquerque, and we were like, I think it was like Highway 278, kind of like going southeast toward Dallas. And I'm like, I've got this double cheeseburger with mustard on it that I can do nothing with. So 35 minutes of my life for $11 burnt French fries. That's what I got. I spent $11 for a burger and fries for $11. That's like more expensive than In-N-Out. And I'm telling you, that burger, it's like a Whopper. Like there's nothing special about it. And for it to be wrong too, Oh, I was so pissed. Because my brother was driving and we were in his car is the only reason you did not get a Instagram video of me chucking that cheeseburger out the window, because I really wanted to. But I mean, such a bad experience overall. Oh, and to top it all off, what's the one condiment you want when you go to Whataburger? The spicy ketchup, right? Out of spicy ketchup. Don't have spicy ketchup. So, yeah, Whataburger can suck my butt. I will never go to Whataburger again. Now, let's just say I'm traveling cross country on another road trip and I'm starving and I go into some town and Whataburger's all they have. Maybe at that point I go to Whataburger. But I am never going to seek out and look for a Whataburger again. I am like done with the Whataburger. So, yeah, so Fluffy tried to jump on, but internet's not cooperating. Fonzie, what up, Fonzie? How you doing tonight? Bots. Yep, Big Bird, you are correct about the bots. What's up, Big Bird? Been following OGP for a long time. Mustard is definitely not welcome. No, you obviously know me because you know, yeah, Mustard does not fly in this pie hole right here. Nope. Blast Zone Mike's incredible show. What's up? How you doing? Blast Zone Mike. That's a badass name right there. I like that. Big Bird, so glad you're home right now. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be home so I could be live with you guys again because, yeah, last week was kind of a bummer not being live, having to have that pre-recorded video there. Your buddy kept telling you Whataburger was great. Then we went. It was just meh. Went again, and I had the patty melt, and it was great. With some adult beverages, though. Hey, you add adult beverages into the mix, a lot of things become pretty good. Even like down in Tijuana, Mexico, the little tacos that have had I said tacos, but I meant the hot dogs with the bacon wrapped around them that the flies have been landing on all day. Even those are delicious. When you add some adult beverages into the mix there. So, yeah. I'm not. I think I've eaten a Whataburger now like 3-4 times in my life, and it's done nothing for me. It's like an In-N-Out, or not an In-N-Out. It's like a Burger King. So Hamburger Time 98. I have a question. Do you ever have problems with Sony 4K Blu-ray, or had some problems lately? Oh wow, no, that sucks. Hopefully you can maybe take it back, exchange it, or something there. But mine has worked great. Have had no problems with it. Hopefully you're able to figure that out. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. As much money as and I know the 4K players, you can get a 4K player for around $100, $150. A good one, maybe closer to 200. But that is a bummer. Anytime you're spending, $100 or more on something, really is frustrating when it quits working on you. So, man, no, I've had no problems. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. Thanks. You watch with What Movie One. Watch it with What Movie One all the time. Nice. So I appreciate that. Love hanging out with Wet One, man. We have such a blast going on these random adventures all over the place. Dallas, Texas is doing well. We had a lot of fun in Dallas. I'll get through a couple of these other comments here and then get back into the Dallas talk. Man, going to the Texas Rangers ball game, having those amazing nachos, so much fun. Going to some different restaurants in the Texas area, like that 54th Street place, was really good. And then hanging out with my brother, having a lot of fun. Had a great time in Dallas. It is definitely a nice big old city with a lot to offer. Definitely is. Yeah. The OGP is back. No, 345 Kimbo, 100% back. You should check out this weekend's events by Core Sports. King of the Table 4, Devon Larratt versus Levon, biggest arm wrestling match ever. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, no, stuff like that is amazing. Yeah, I'd love to check that out. King of the Table 4. And so where is that, like on like one of the ESPN channels, or where will we watch that? That's pretty cool. You know, hey, I'm down with some arm wrestling, man. Ever since you know, Stallone got busy with the arm wrestling back in the day, man. No, not kidding. Anyways, no arm wrestling match. That sounds like fun. I've been looking to get into some of the bare knuckle boxing. Just haven't had a chance to watch yet. But that was one that a samurai guy had mentioned to me about, and I was like, man, you know, like basically it's like UFC but with no gloves. Like what? So looking forward to checking that out. But yeah, arm wrestling, that, you know, especially if it's like the, you know, the biggest match ever, that would be cool to check out. Totally. The movie shop you stopped in Texas would have drove me crazy not being organized, right? It was very frustrating in the sense that, I mean, you know, for me, like at least, so DVDs were together, Blu-rays were together, 4Ks were together, but their 4K section was really small, as most places are. But I don't want to look through like all the rom-coms and just, you know, comedies in general or romance stories. I don't want to look at all those. I want to go to the horror section, and I want to look through the horror section. And if I'm in the horror section, like, you know, maybe there's something that catches my eye. Cover looks good or whatever, title sounds good, and I'm checking it out if I've never heard of it or don't own it or something. But then, you know, like also, like, you know, a lot of times I like to have my list with me so I know specifically what I'm looking for. But if you're just there to browse and you want to look for horror movies or sci-fis, yeah, that was tough. It was a cool store, but yeah, I don't like the way it was organized, and they're doing themselves a disservice, because I probably would have bought something from them had it been more organized. But, you know, I don't want to look through, you know, 55,000 copies of the Titanic just, you know, to get to, you know, the next horror movie. So yeah, it's tough. And you're right. No, it did drive me nuts walking around there. That's why I just put the video and fast forward and kind of showed the store so you could see what it was all about and just talked over it. Because they did have loud music on, so I couldn't really talk in the store either. But yeah, it was kind of frustrating. And being that that's like one of the, like, you know, maybe the only store like that in the Dallas area, you know, they really ought to get it together and just get a horror section, you know, or horror sci-fi. Put those two together. That's fine. A lot of places do that. That's fine. I could do that. Worked fine, but after a new updated, so here's the thing. With my 4K player, I don't have it connected to the internet. So, you know, and I know a lot of people, you know, are watching, you know, apps and stuff through that. I got the smart TV where all my apps are. I only use my 4K player to play 4Ks, DVDs, and Blu-rays. And so gosh, I hope you're able to figure that out. Maybe reset it to factory settings. If you can do that, just go complete restore on it. Maybe that'll help out. Get rid of those updates. Let's see. Watch next week. My YouTube channel, my friend who owns B&K Suits did all of the suits in the Elvis movie, is doing an interview with me. Nice. That is cool. I'll definitely have to check that out. If you want, Blast Zone. I keep wanting to say Blaze Stone, but it's Blast Zone. Sorry, it's like my eyes playing tricks on me here. So Blast Zone, if you want, drop a link to your channel right there, so we can all go check it out. Nocturno, is that movie shop cheaper than Zia? No, it is not. A lot of their movies were like right on par with eBay prices. And don't get me wrong, Zia, a lot of what you buy in Zia is priced accordingly or appropriately. And it's if you're looking for deals, you're better off trying to find, you know, movies at thrift stores. But here's the problem. You're not going to find a lot of Vinegar Syndrome or Severin or Kino. You're not going to find Criterions or just rare, you know, like horror movies at thrift stores. For the most part, it'll be mainstream movies that people bought, because most of us that collect movies and would buy some of these boutique titles aren't going to be specifically looking to ever just give them away. And you would think, like, for me, if something happened to me, my wife would know that there's a lot of value on the shelf right here. And so she wouldn't just go donate all the movies. So I think if you're looking for, rare and out of prints, price wise, maybe swap meets, you might have better luck. But Zia is, for the most part, pretty fairly priced. But what I love about Zia is once the movie sat on the shelf for so long, it doesn't matter if it was originally marked, $80. After so long, they cut it in half and they start dropping that price. So you can find some good deals at Zia, movies that just have been on their shelf for a while. And you might see two of the same movie at Zia. One might be $20, one might be $7 because maybe they cut it in half and then, took 30% off or something. But you can find deals. But, at that, what was it, Movie World or movie, whatever that place was in Dallas, their prices were pretty much on par with stuff money you'd spend, buying like retail value. So Fluffy said, Book Off has sucky lately. Need me some Zia. Yeah, I could use some Zia too. I could use some serious Zia in my life. OGP just got with the 4K Blu-ray player. Can you recommend some good 4K movies? Ooh, the first 4K movie I watched on my new player that I got was Joker. Amazing. Joker was so good in 4K. Mario, what's up? How you doing, Mario? But other movies in 4K, the Godfather trilogy that Cinestalker hooked me up with looked amazing in 4K. Trying to think of some others. Trying to think here. The Dark Knight trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy was and I know I'm like on a Batman theme here, but the Dark Knight movies were very good in 4K. You do lots of interviews. Also watch for your interview with the Border Patrol off-duty who saved his wife and kid in the Uvalde. No way. That is, oh my goodness. Is that coming up? Wow. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to check that out, Blast Zone. That is really cool. Talking to that guy. And I mean, like, we've all heard of him, if you watch any news at all, about that guy. So that is really cool. Wow. That's great. And I'm like, I'm working toward getting some interviews set up, or other guests lined up aside from like just the crew or whatever. But like, all in good time. I'm just trying to get the channel a little more established first, before I start inviting even just some of the guests that I know, that people I could just call up and be like, hey, you want to be on? Just trying to get the channel built up a little bit more, because in the past the channel was like on again, off again, and last year I took a few months off from doing the channel because I just had like this situation going on, and it was best for me to kind of like be out of the spotlight for a while. And so I'm not like a wanted man or anything like that, but there was just a situation going on. So I was like, I'm going to step away for a while. And that was a bummer because it was like 5 months that I didn't really do videos, but all that's resolved, and we're going steady now. And, we should, have our live stream every Monday. And, I've seen the subscribers subscriber count here on the channel is going through the roof. The average viewership is up like, 4 times as many viewers as I've been, as I was getting back in November. So things are really on a roll right now with the channel. And yeah, I'd love to have, some guests on and stuff like that and do some interviews. So that's really cool. I'm definitely going to have to check out your channel. But yeah, no, definitely be looking forward to that. So it is coming up in the next few weeks. Nice. Yeah. I was in you were in Zia in Vegas on Saturday, kind of pricey. So here's the thing with Zia, you have to, if you're looking at movies that are worth $100 are probably going to be $100. You got to find that rare one that's been sitting there too long and they drop the price on, or hit their horror clearance bin. The one store still has it. You find some kind of fun titles in there. But there's some movies that have fair prices, some movies that are a little pricey at Zia. But what Zia has is the selection that you can't find in a lot of places. And there's, sometimes, you're walking like we can all sit here and go like, oh, I'm going to go on Severin and order, $200 worth of movies or whatever. But to go walk through an actual physical media store is a lot of fun, because you never know what you're going to find sitting there that might catch your eye. And some really like off the wall indie flicks and stuff that you won't find in a lot of places. You'll find there. They're one of the few places that will actually sell movies that don't have barcodes on the back, because they were like indie releases that just didn't have barcodes. So it's a fun store to walk through, but I'm not going to lie and say Zia is like, the best deals on the planet. But compared to anything out here like Amoeba Records, and Amoeba and Zia probably right on par with each other as far as prices. But anything else, either you're not going to get the selection, or the prices are going to be outrageous. Out there, there's a place called Buybacks. It's freaking ridiculous. The price, it's so expensive at Buybacks, and their selection is not great either. So, Fonzie, any movie you release you're waiting for? Well, I'm looking forward to Thor next month, right? I think that's coming out, and definitely looking forward. Are we talking physical media? But physical media, I can't think of anything offhand. But the Black Phone, I've been looking forward to for a while. And What Movie One I will be at that premiere tomorrow, or screening premiere kind of thing, whatever it is. It's some type of event that's going on tomorrow. But looking forward to that, definitely. But as far as, both. So that, I mean, later this year, obviously Halloween ends, like right offhand, kind of drawing a blank, but there's, there are plenty of movies out there that I'm looking forward to. And I haven't, just like being on the road, being gone for a while. Like sometimes I'll when I'm preparing for this video, I'll go and I'll look at like on blu-ray.com and see what's coming out in the next few weeks and stuff. But this week, it's kind of like rush, get it together. And then, so I don't like at the very beginning of the video, I was like, how's my sound? Because I'm not going through my regular microphone right now, which, I spent a lot of money getting this thing set up with the mixer and all that stuff. The audio is going straight through this camera, and I don't know what happened, but I was freaking out trying to get that going. And so I was like, well, screw it. This is the way the audio is going to have to be today. Hopefully it sounds decent. But I just haven't had a lot of time to look forward to what's coming out, like here in the very near future, beyond this week, because, this week, obviously, the unbearable weight of massive talent, really, as far as physical media this week, the unbearable weight of massive talent was like the big one for me. There are some others like Shaft is coming out, or The Bad Guys, but that was really, really it for me this week. Let's see, looking forward to like next week, Secrets of Dumbledore, not really my thing. Kind of scrolling down here to see what's coming out here in the near future. Yeah, I got a commercial on here I can't see, but I just kind of like week by week. The big thing for me is with releases is going to be that Criterion sale coming out, or happening like next month. I think it's next month. I haven't looked at the date on that on the Criterion sale, but there's some Criterion movies I do want to pick up. Let's see what's coming out in July. on physical media. Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I think that you can stream that now. You still got to pay for it. But I am definitely looking forward to getting a copy of Everything Everywhere All at Once. Let's see here. Raging Bull's getting a 4K next month. Let's see. Trying to look for other like newer releases. Yeah, there's not, and here's the problem, for physical media, we're still at the end of the Hollywood being all screwed up because of COVID. So like the physical releases, there's not a lot of new stuff because there wasn't a lot of new stuff coming out for a while. But Doctor Strange on July 26th, the Doctor Strange movie will get its 4K, which is going to be cool. Definitely want to get a hold of that. And yeah, those are like the biggies there in July. Oh, Dog Soldiers getting a 4K in July. Torn on that because I just bought me a copy of Dog Soldiers, and I don't upgrade just to upgrade, but Dog Soldiers is one that might be worth upgrading. Anthony, what's up? How you doing tonight? How are you doing? Got an interview with a YouTuber on Sunday. Nice. That's cool. Yeah. If you want everybody to come check it out, drop a link. Let us know where you're going to be. We'll try to come check it out. Watch your interview. That'd be cool. Kevin Ham, Dog Soldiers' favorite werewolf movie by far. A lot of people say that. A lot of people, Dog Soldiers, their favorite werewolf movie. And that's why it's one of those, it's like, if it wasn't a great movie, maybe you're not upgrading, but that's a pretty good movie. So yeah, kind of tough call on that one right there. Flatliners, 1990 Flatliners, getting a 4K release from Arrow in August. That is definitely interesting. Heat, Event Horizon, the Funhouse getting 4Ks. Oh, looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, the new one's coming out in August on 4K. Child's Play on 4K. Yeah, that Child's Play box set. Man, sounds nice, but that's a lot of money. So I don't know if I'll be getting that or not. That's it's a lot of money to spend, for a box set. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. It will have it's have Cheetah will views. Cheetah will views. It's have I'm sorry, not following you. I'll be on Have Cheetah Will Views YouTube channel. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I'll try and check that out. But anyways, so back to my adventure from the past week, that road trip there. Once we got to Dallas, we were waiting for the movers to show up, and we had to get there on time, so my brother didn't get charged like $1,500 a day for them to wait. So then we get there, and then they were like late. We were in town Monday night. I think we left Sunday morning. We were in town Monday night, and they didn't get there until Friday. And so Tuesday, we were like, okay, well, what are we going to do? Well, he had some things. Of course, you get a new house. You're going to need some new, like some cleaning supplies to clean it up. He needed to get like a lawnmower. Sorry, yapping a lot, not having anybody else on tonight. But throat was getting a little dry there. But so we had some things to do. And then I looked and I was like, wow, the Texas Rangers, you can go to a Texas Rangers baseball game for as little as $9 a ticket. So being that we had nothing to do, it's like, well, yeah, let's go check that out. Let's go do that. So we went to the Ranger game. I think that was Wednesday, or no, that was Tuesday night, I think, if I remember right. And that was a lot of fun. I'd never been to that stadium before. It's a very cool stadium. It's ugly as hell outside. It is on par with ugliness of the baseball stadium in Arizona and the football stadium in Arizona. Now the football stadium inside looks really nice, but outside that stadium in Arizona, it's like this silver. It's supposed to be a snake, but it looks like stainless steel snake. It's weird. I don't like it. But the stadium there in Dallas is kind of ugly, especially when you look. It's right next to Jerry World there, the Cowboy Stadium, which is this gigantic, really nice looking stadium, and then you've got this Ranger Stadium. But now the Ranger Stadium inside is amazing. Love it. But outside, it's not the greatest looking. But we had a great time at the game. Good food, good beers. A great price to go to the game. And then, went back to his place and just kind of hung out, did some things, went to a couple different restaurants and had a good time. But it was a really nice road trip. And I know not everybody's a fan of road trips. Like my brother's wife, the reason I went with him, because she don't do road trips. But my parents, like as kids, we would always take road trips to see family back in like Nebraska and stuff. And so I've always enjoyed it, looking for fun places to stop and check out, see historical things or like movie filming locations, stuff like that. So it was a blast. We had a great time. I'm really glad I got to do that with him. Because how often, when you're adults, how often you get a chance to do something like that with like your brother or whatever. My wife and I, we do road trips, but not with your brother. Usually he's doing that with like his family now. So that was really cool. So anyways, yeah, if you got questions on that, throw them out there or whatever. But anyways, I did want to talk about also that last night, in addition to watching the first 2 episodes of The Old Man, which if you missed that conversation earlier, The Old Man is an amazing television show. And I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's basically like Jeff Bridges, not literally, but very similar storylines. Imagine if Jason Bourne was like almost 70 years old and played by Jeff Bridges. That's what you're getting in this show. Jeff Bridges is a guy who used to work for the government. Now the government is looking for him because he could really spill the beans on some guys that did some questionable things. And Jeff Bridges plays a badass like Jason Bourne. It's really like if you're watching Jason Bourne as an old retired dude. It's really good. So you should definitely check that out. But after that, I watched The Northman. And I'd been wanting to see that. I wanted to see it in theaters, didn't get a chance. And after watching it, I would have liked to have seen it in theater, but I'm not heartbroken that I didn't. I really loved it. I think I gave it 4.5 or 5 stars on Letterboxd. It was a very good film, very graphic, violent, heartbreaking at times movie for some of the characters. It was very well written. You don't really know exactly which way the movie's going to go with the storyline as you're watching it. So I really enjoyed that. And if you haven't seen that yet, highly recommend you check it out. I watched it streaming on, was it Peacock Network? I think I watched it on Peacock Network. So it's free if you have Peacock Network. So I watched it there. I wanted to get a copy of The Northman. I wanted the Steelbook or, one of the limited copies, which I think they were all just Steelbooks. I don't think they had other artwork things or anything with them, if I remember right. But I wanted to get a Steelbook of The Northman, like Walmart or Best Buy or something. But they were sold out, and I've been looking every time I've been in one of the stores. I've been looking for them, and I haven't found one. So it is what it is. I ended up watching it on streaming, and it was great. The cast was amazing. The story was amazing. And it's definitely a movie that I could watch again. And I love the world, the universe that it's set in. Which, I mean, it's a fictional story. To my knowledge, it's a fictional story set, hundreds, thousands of years ago, whatever. I think it was set in 890 something BC or whatever. So almost 3,000 years ago. But if they could do something, maybe not necessarily a sequel, but if they could do something else in that world or with other characters from that show, that or from that movie, that would be really cool. I would love to watch something something else from that. But if you've seen it, you understand why, you know, it wouldn't necessarily be a sequel because that storyline kind of finished itself. But there's other things they could do with that world, or, you know, that universe there from the Northman movie. You like the Northman, but I just finished streaming Vikings not long before, and that's hard to match. So here's the thing. I've never watched Vikings. Fat Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood love it, and he's been telling me to watch it. But Vikings, and now Vikings is completely over. It was like the final season, right? Am I correct? You know, I definitely, it's one that I've been wanting to check out, but just, you know, like when I dive into shows, like, you know, I want to like get through them, and I just haven't had the time to dedicate to watching like multiple seasons of a show, you know, or other shows have taken priority over Vikings. I just haven't got there yet, but if I like one, I'll probably like both. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'll definitely, based on now your recommendation and Fat Samurai Guys, I'll definitely have to check that out. So, anyways, now I think we're at a good point now in this. The original Viking show is done. New show based on it is out. Okay, and so that's Fat Samurai I have mentioned, and I think the new show takes place, well, like a couple or 300 years after, or takes place like, you know, sometime before or after or something. But like total different cast or whatever, but still kind of in that realm or in that time, you know, in history, that period, historical period. So, Big Bird's watching Ghostbusters Afterlife. So here we go. Something that we'll get to right now. I will close. I wanted to let everybody have a chance to make their comments. If you were in the video watching when I went live out there from Dallas, Texas, I had made an announcement that I was going to do a giveaway if you commented something about that video on this video. And it was specifically related to me drinking that beer or a beer there in Texas. I said, mention the Blood and Honey beer, or just mention I'm drinking a beer, whatever, in this video, and I would do a giveaway. And so, being that I was a little drunk at the time, so being that happened, if the winner of this contest is international, it's going to be a $30 Amazon gift card. If the winner is in the United States, it can be something else. I can give you two choices. But I didn't mention in that video, and so I don't want to limit it to just the folks in the United States, because I did open it up. And I don't even know if everybody that has entered will be from the United States, or if anybody is international. Yeah, Fluffy wants to win. And Fluffy mentioned something, but Fluffy's eliminated already because everybody in the crew is always eliminated from the video, from the contest. But Chris Elliott, Wicked Network, Nocturno, Elika Ehulani, Balzer, Mr. Bones, Major Reeves, and Geeked Out Turtles all mentioned something from that video about me having a beer. In this, the contest was, if you were watching that video and you heard me talking about the beer, mention in this video, in these comments, or wherever they are to you. To me, they're over there, but wherever the comments are, mention in the comments that about the beer I was drinking. And so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entrants here into this contest. And I think, and Cole Hamels is pulling for Fluff. Well, sorry, Fluff. Even though Cole Hamels fans pulling for you, you are not the winner. Hate to break it to you, you are not the winner. So here we go. I'm gonna do this here. We're gonna set up the Wheel of Death for these 8 folks that did enter, and they don't have to be watching the video right now to win. That's how I roll. Everybody's always a winner in my book, even if they're not here. So let me see. Let me find my Wheel of Death. There we go. Wheel of Death. Okay, here we go. Get rid of that. Okay, close that and get rid of that. Here we go. Okay, so now let me bring this up. Share screen, Chrome tab. And that's why you got to watch. You got to watch my live streams because you never know when I'm going to get crazy and just start giving shit away. It happens. So you got to watch. You got to watch. And the only way you would have known how to enter this contest was if you watched the last video there. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to type in these names here, and I kind of jotted them down. So if I spell them wrong a little bit, forgive me. I know who you are. There's so few of you that will be able to figure it out. Okay. And knock key ERNO. Hopefully got that one right. ELIKA. Elika's in. Balzer 77's in. Mr. Bones is in. And Major Reeves is in. And Geeked Out Turtles. Boom, there it is. 6 people you know are live. Your inbox. Yeah. Tell them SOBs to get offline right now. That's part of why we don't have many viewers, because a lot of people. So when I started doing this here, I picked Monday night because that's when nobody went live. And then all these other motherfuckers decided, oh, well, like OGP's getting views, so I'm gonna start going live on Monday. So yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But anyways, I knew after not being live last week, I knew the viewers was gonna take a dip this week. But yeah, 6 of them live right now, huh? Let's see. I'm gonna go be a nosy and see who else is live right now. Let's see. Fat Samurai guy, that son of a bitch. What are you doing? Samurai, what are you doing? Monday's my night. Master Chaos is live too. These guys, man, I'm gonna slap somebody. I'm gonna slap them. That's it. I'm gonna slap them. Anyways, here we go. We've got the wheel here. Chris Elliott, Wicked Network, Nocturno, Elika, Ihulani, Balzer, Mr. Bones, Major Reeves, and Geeked Out Turtles are all the entered folks here for the giveaway. So we will begin the process of elimination here. And then once we get to the end, the winner, we will find out if you're domestic or international. And then we will do some giving away. We'll figure out what we're doing here. So here we go. Click to spin. The first person eliminated tonight is Geeked Out Turtles fans. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching tonight and the other night. And again, this contest, the only way to enter was if I told you like a secret phrase to comment and not say anything why, but just enter. Mr. Bones, sorry about that. The idea was something happened in the video, my last live stream, and you had to mention that in this video. And these folks did that, and so they are the only ones entered. That's how to win tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. And the next off the list, I am sorry, Balzer. It's not happening, Balzer. All right, here we go. Big Bird, you did not comment. You did not comment about the beer I was drinking, and that's what it was. You had to comment on the beer. Major Reeves, thank you for watching. I am sorry, but it is not happening tonight. Better luck to you on the next one. Who is next? We're down to 4. Wicked Network. The Wicked Network. You know, Fluffy can suck it. But Fat Samurai and Master Chaos can suck it too for going live at the same time. Man, those guys know. They know, man. Whatever. It is what it is. You know, who am I to tell them when to go live and when not to? But Chris Elliott, I am sorry. I am sorry, Chris. You were actually the first one to comment, Chris, and the third to last to be eliminated. Look at Elika. Got a chance. Man, I think Elika won recently. That would be hilarious if she won again. Here we go. Nocturno and Elika. Who will it be? Who will be the last person standing? Boom, boom, boom. Craziness. Woo. Nocturno, I'm sorry. Elika, that is hilarious. Elika, do you want, are you still with me? Elika, are you with me? If you are with me, let me know. If not, message me when you see this, and we will get you taken care of. I've got a really cool movie coming your way, or a $30 Amazon gift card. I will let you decide. Oh, there you are. Okay. So where's, let me find a movie. Hang on. I gotta find this. Damn it. It was right here, but it's not right here no more. Okay, hang on a minute. Give me a second. But congratulations, Elika. That's crazy. How long ago was it that you won the last contest? You won, it was just like, it seemed like just like a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or like a month ago or something, that Elika won another contest. So crazy. But I mean, the odds were really good this time because there was only 8 of you in this one here. So, oh, there we go. Let me make myself a little bigger. But as Robert Mitchell would say, it was rigged. No, 100%. It was rigged. Elika's winning over here. She's like over here. Elika and Southern Cinemas both have like been multiple winners on the channel now. It's crazy. So that's awesome. Yeah, it was about a month ago. Gosh dang it. I should have had this. I thought it was right here, but it's not. So forgive me. But the movie I'm talking about, giving away, it's a big fan favorite. A lot of people love it, but I don't. But that movie, that's the Deadly Games, a Christmas Story movie. It is the Vinegar Syndrome release. If you're into crazy, goofy horror Christmas movies, it's a really good one. That one, and then maybe a bonus or two in the package, or a $30 gift card. Elika, let me know. And either one of those two gifts will be heading your way. I don't care whichever way. You let me know. $30 Amazon gift card, Elika, or the movie. One of the two, I will shoot your direction. You can think about that and let me know. Or if you know, just comment down below and we will get you taken care of. But yes, congratulations to Elika and being a big winner. Very, very cool. And yeah, if, like I said, take the Amazon. Okay, good choice. Personally, I'm not a fan of the movie. Everybody else that's seen it loves it, but just it's not my thing. So, all right, I do not blame you for going with. So I will do the movie giveaway another time, and we will get you the Amazon gift card taken care of. Yeah, no, I got an Amazon addiction too. So no, that having that Amazon Prime membership is like, it is a godsend. Like, maybe it's too easy to buy things now, and they show up like a day or two later. So very cool. But yeah, Elika, I will get that over to you later this evening or tomorrow. So we'll get you taken care of. But thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for always, jumping in and hanging out on the live streams. Absolutely love you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody for being here tonight. But anyways, I think we've been at it about 2 hours now. I'm going to dive back in, talk about the news this week. Again, run through all the important topics for the week. I think, in my opinion, the things that are important for this week, we're going to go through those again really quickly, and then probably wrap up this here video before too long. So anyways, once again, I wanted to mention, if you have not already subscribed, if you are interested in seeing me do movie reviews, they will be on that channel. right there. The link is down below. If you want to see everything I'm doing here on this channel will stay the same. I'm just going to be uploading movie reviews to that channel up there. So it's OGP's movie reviews. You can just search for it on YouTube, or I have a link down below if you're interested in seeing my thoughts on movies as I watch them and put them up. There's just a couple up there right now because I uploaded the channel and then had to take off for a few days, but there'll be more content coming there more regularly here in the very, 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 very near future. But this week, the big one here is the new Tom Hanks movie, Elvis. And, I call it Tom Hanks movie because, he's the big name. He didn't direct it or anything, but he is the big star of the show, even though he's not playing Elvis. Austin Butler is, but Tom Hanks is the star of that show for sure. And then the Black Phone movie, which I'll be checking out with Wet Movie One tomorrow, limited premiere something that we're going to be at. We'll be checking that out. That's coming out this week. And then the G.I. Joe 35th anniversary in limited theaters around the country. If you were a fan of G.I. Joe as a kid, might be kind of cool to go check that out. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, getting a 4K release this week. You can get the Steelbook over at Best Buy, or Walmart has this Blu-ray with a t-shirt. But personally, I would rather have the 4K if I'm buying a new movie. So I would probably go just with that Steelbook over there, which is $35 at Best Buy. Then Shaft is getting a Criterion release, 4K, and The Bad Guys is getting its 4K release. Uncle Sam, the 1996 movie with PJ Souls, Isaac Hayes, and Robert Forster, getting a 4K release. Edge of Sanity getting an Arrow Video release. And then the TV shows to talk about. The Old Man, if you have not seen this, I absolutely 100% recommend it. It was so good. Obi-Wan, the final episode coming out this Wednesday. And I'm sorry, Old Man, Thursday is when those episodes are coming out for The Old Man, which I definitely recommend. And I think we're all kind of curious about Obi-Wan, how that series is going to wrap up. And then Dark Winds, like I said, I haven't gotten through the whole first episode yet, but it looks good. And what I'm hearing about it is it's a really good show. Dark Winds, AMC on Sundays. And then Animal Kingdom, the first 2 episodes of the final season just came out last night. And if you like the other seasons, you will like these episodes as well. It's a good show, and it's going to be a bummer when it wraps up at the end of this year. But, knowing that it's coming to an end and the crazy life these guys live, it's going to be, should be a very interesting final season. And then the Mayans, we just had the season finale of the Mayans, and it's set up for a very, very wild next season. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I definitely recommend to check out Mayans. It's a good show. We're in between seasons, so if you've never watched it, now is a great time to get caught up before next year when the new season comes out. So that is it in the way of physical media and news and things to talk about. Jump back over here for a second. Yeah, the bots are back, man. The bots suck. 345 Kimbo, if you're receiving your post, but have a good night. Yeah, you know what? There's some that I might, just because these bots have been going crazy and stuff, but let's see. Okay, so here we go. You know what? I meant to get to this one, but I got sidetracked there, 345 Kimbo, but I am seeing your comments, yes. So it's $12.99 for the pay-per-view. Wow, $13 for a pay-per-view. That's not a bad price for a pay-per-view event. $13. So yeah, definitely, have to try and check that out. I'm gonna have to look at the schedule and see if that, the time that it's on and everything. But yeah, seeing like the greatest of all time, and does the unthinkable beats him, become the greatest arm wrestling champion of all time. That's insane. Yeah, when you have somebody that's considered like the greatest of all time and they're now playing, you got to watch, or playing or competing, whatever. You got to watch. It's like love him or hate him. Tom Brady will go down as, you can argue, maybe Peyton Manning was better. You could argue Joe Montana was better, whatever. But Tom Brady is Tom Brady is going to go down as one of arguably the best quarterbacks to ever play football, if not the best. And so when you're watching, athletes like that compete, it is, or when you have the ability to watch them compete live, you've got to do it. You've really got to do it. Sorry, fumbling over my words, looking at some comments and stuff here as we try and wrap this up. But again, congratulations to Elika, and back up here to Brent Mania. Thank you again for the super chats tonight. Love you. Appreciate that. And everybody out there, thank you all so much for joining and hanging out for a couple hours with me. It's been a blast. Again, sorry I couldn't be here with you last week, but we will definitely be back for the foreseeable future every Monday at 5 live at 5 o'clock on the West Coast here, and so 8 o'clock back east. But thank you so much for being here. As always, treat everybody with respect. Some people are down with the mask, some people are not. Give each other some social distancing space, and let's get through the craziness of the world that we're living in right now. Let's get through that together here, and just live and just spread the love and be happy. But thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night. I will see you next Monday